right here at 25.7 right there. So we will be watching that. And then any other coins you want me to take a look at, drop a line in the chat and we will take a look at what else is going on. But that was essentially the big news. Was a big run up, resistance hit from Bitcoin. Bitcoin dumped and all the other coins dumped down this evening. Ethereum, SHIB, Cardano was already, had not reclaimed up here to 42 cents where it was. It only come up to about 41. So it was already a little bit coming down just a little bit there. BNB was making a bigger drop. And if you're into Luna and Luna Classic here, they just didn't really have big runs and have dropped much, much lower. So look where Luna Classic is down here. 1676, that was quite a big drop. Some people were going all in on Luna Classic, thinking that Luna Classic was going to go on a big run, and it hasn't shown that yet. The MACD has a lot of red here past couple days, and I mean, that doesn't mirror what Bitcoin has been doing. Bitcoin showing much stronger trading. So, but that's how it goes with some of these I mean, Luna Classic is kind of almost a meme coin now. It just it's really at the whim of the holders now and what's going to happen there. So let's look at the news here. Dogecoin lost 1.25% down to 8.7 cents at 5 p.m. and then dropped down to 8.5 cents here by 5:30. So that's what we saw with that retracement. It snapped a 2-day winning streak, down 8.5% month to date, but it's up 23.74 year to date. So up year to date, which is good. Not as good as a lot of other cryptos, but 23.75 is good for Doge. And the reason I say that is, let's go to this article right here. Dogecoin, how does it rank Thursday on long-term trading metrics? And this is really interesting for Doge, especially as a meme coin. Dogecoin receives a strong long-term technical score of 75 from Investors Observer Analysis. Proprietary scoring system considers trading patterns over the last several months to a year, analyzing the coin's consistency, volatility, where it is relative to long-term averages, determine whether it's a strong buy and hold investment opportunity. Could Dogecoin be a buy and hold investment opportunity? So currently Doge holds a superior long-term technical analysis score, more than 75% of other cryptocurrencies. That's right, it's a 75. So they see that trading patterns over the last year for Dogecoin leads to a coin's strong long-term technical score of 75. Consistency, volatility, relation to long-term averages has given investors reason to be positive about Dogecoin. So here's Dogecoin on its way to the moon. And we're talking about consistency for Doge. So yeah, a good investment opportunity. So here we are talking about Dogecoin and a good investment for Doge. And then we got to talk about the other meme coins. I mean, Floki's 430% surpasses SHIB and Doge. So if you guys want to trade baby Dogecoin and Floki and these, just be careful. Just be careful, especially right after you see this. You don't want to be stuck buying one of these up high and then it just tanks down. So we go down and we look at, okay, let's take a look at Floki here, because there seems to be so much. I don't want to do that. Pop. I want to come up here and there's Floki. 0.00006 that's pretty strong. Big run up for Floki. But if you're buying up here, be careful. That's all I say. Just be careful because it just went on this big run. So here it was on the 27th of January, and it was 0.00001. And now it's up to 0.00006. So yeah, that's pretty. Take your profits, man. Take your profits and run if you were into Floki there. Now we go out and we look at all time. What is Floki doing, right? It's this little thing you're looking at. Look where Floki was before. There's probably some people that bought it up here at 21, 23, and now you're down at 6. So maybe you got to hold till if Floki ever gets up that high or not. I don't know. It's just one of these tokens that they're creating. It's kind of use in games and other things, but it really is just a token. It's a token on the BNB. It's on a BNB chain, right? I think it is. Well, it's calling it an Ethereum contract, but I thought Floki. Well, maybe it's an ERC20 token. I don't know. I've never bought it, so you'd have to go on Uniswap to buy it. But I think you can buy it on some of these other exchanges too, right? Like Gate.io, OKX. Oh, OKX has it. All right. Yeah. But yeah, looking at the 7-day, big run up. So yeah, be careful with stuff like that. But you see these articles, and these articles are written to get views, and 430%. Okay, good. I hope you take some profits. If you think it's going to keep going up higher, maybe take half profit. You don't have to sell it all, right? Take some. Hey, Bull Run. Floki, Baby Doge, Elon Mars. Not for me. Yeah, it's not for me either. I'm not playing the token game anymore. So I did that. In 2021 into the beginning of 2022, and had some more for a while. I think I still have some Doge sitting in the MetaMask wallet. Everything else is gone, as my MetaMask wallet got hacked. But they didn't see where the Doge was because I had it in this alternate account, and they didn't get that. But they got my other stuff that I had, and I'm just like, fine, I'm done with these tokens. Totally done. But now it's Dogecoin. The meme coin, the number one meme coin is Dogecoin. And it's a coin, not a token. So many articles about Dogecoin keep calling it a token. It's not a token. It's got its own blockchain. It's a coin, proof of work cryptocurrency. And we don't know what's going to happen with it with regards to use as currency on Twitter. Is Elon Musk actually going to allow you to use your Dogecoin directly on Twitter or not? We will see about that. To the moon also, out of the token stuff. Yep, I'm with you. Out of the token stuff. So yeah, Doge and Sheep. Sheep is a token. But Sheep has some Ethereum whales behind it. So that's why I bought some Sheep, and we'll see how that goes. Sheep took a bit of a dump this afternoon as well, trying to do some recovery here. So was this dip here a buying opportunity right there at 1260, or are we going to see something a little lower? That's kind of the theme of the night. Sinue, have you looked into the Dripto token? So much potential, and they accept Dogecoin for purchase. Well, of course they would accept Dogecoin, right? You want to buy Dripto. So what is Dripto, since you asked? I have no idea. I've never heard of it. Crypto. Drip with a Y. That's cute. Yeah, it's an ERC20 token. How long has it been around? Looks like since April of April 2022 or March. Yeah, it looks like March. So it looks like it came in really high when it started here, at least as long as CoinMarketCap has shown it when it appeared on CoinMarketCap. It might have started a little bit longer ago, but yeah, it came up here at what, 4.5, 5 cents. And now it's at 0.002. Yeah. So you look at the daily and you're like, whoa, look at that, right? Big little pump there from 0.0017 up to 0.0023. Yeah, that's a little pump, but you always got to zoom out though and see where you are. And that's that little blip right there. That's a little blip. And someone here just posted a note. Oh, that was back in November. Get out of this. This will die soon. They don't create demand for this coin as they let to buy products with other crypto. Okay. Well, there you go. I don't know about that. Another ghost in the crypto world. So yeah, be careful. So anyway, be careful with that. It could just be this long, slow death that you see, like most tokens happen there. So yeah, I'm not going to look at their website. This is not my thing. Not my thing, but good luck with it if you want to put some money into it, because it's like 0.002, but I doubt it'll ever see a penny. What else did you buy? Bull Run, Covalent, Phelan Network, and some more Fetch. Well, I'm into Fetch. I got some Fetch. Let's see where Fetch is right now. 43 cents. Yeah, get a dip down to below 42, 41 something. That is good. You're welcome, Semi. We took a look at it, but yeah, I'm sour on the tokens. So especially when they have a graph like that, you just see it in so many other tokens. You might get a little pump here and there, and you might be able to scalp something there, but yeah. So it looks like this is from Wednesday. Before the run up that we had yesterday evening, it came down and hit 41. It hit 41 after that run. So it's hit that dip 3 times now for Fetch. Looks like three points there that we've got for Fetch. 1, 2, 3. So that might be it for Fetch. That's pretty strong. Pretty strong short-term support there. Yeah, 41.50 it looks like. So we'll mark that, and we'll watch that going forward on Fetch. Again, I think a lot of this is going to play into what Bitcoin's doing. And is Bitcoin going to drop below this 23.3 line? Or is it going to stay above and trade between 23.3 and 25? For those that didn't see the beginning of the stream, we went to the daily and we zoomed out on Bitcoin, which hit 25,250, which is the same line that it hit back here in August. This was after the Luna dump. I guess we had the Luna dump first here, and this was the Celsius, or yeah, I think the Celsius dump that brought Bitcoin down. And the 18,000, and everyone said, well, that's the bottom. It's going to trade up, and Bitcoin did trade up a bit, but hit this 25,250 line and was rejected. And now today came up and hit that same line and was rejected. So it'll be interesting watching Bitcoin trade forward and whether it breaks up through 25.2. If it does break up above 25.2, it's got a ways to go before it starts seeing any more resistance. That would be like 28.5 would be the next line. So that would be a good run that Bitcoin could make up to 28.5. So that's what I see for Bitcoin. So Ryan, how are you? Yeah, a long time. Still involved in crypto. Your portfolio's changed. Switched out of some Doge and riding the Solana and the MyDoge trade. Yep. The Solana's been on a great run. I had that here. There's Solana right there. Particularly if you zoom out on the 4 hour. We go back and we look at where Solana was back here at the end of December, $9 Solana, and now it's at 22. So that's pretty good if you were able to buy it back here. I kind of have lost faith in Solana, especially with all that FUD about FTX and the Solana devs working with Sam Bankman-Fried and what was going on there. There's a bunch of Solana that's stuck on FTX that probably will get dumped at some point in time, but it's going to be a while that whole bankruptcy proceeding goes on. So Solana went on this big run, and since then, back around January 21st, it's been going sideways and slightly down. However, MyDoge, yeah. So MyDoge went on a run here today, or since Tuesday. It's been on this big run. So that's pretty strong trading there. And we were already tracking before. You see these white lines. We were tracking higher lows. I didn't mark that one there. $1.14 was a higher low. And then we'll see if $1.36 becomes the next higher low, and it just keeps going up from here. So that's a pretty strong chart there for MyDoge. So from here going forward, I think MyDoge is probably going to do better than Solana. That's just what the chart is showing me, is very, very bullish on MyDoge there. So time for some dip opportunities for buy the dip. Yes, that's what we're talking about today. Are these the dip opportunities here? If I go back to the 30-minute and I look at Polygon, so was that $1.36 there? Was that the dip, and now it's going to move on ahead, or are we going to start retesting something down here? We will see. I'm not dollar cost averaging Doge. I am buying dips, and I am waiting very patiently is what I'm doing. And if I miss out and Doge just keeps going up from here, I miss out. But right now, if you saw my video earlier today, I just think there's still kind of too much negative news out there about the economy. And I think we're going to have a long year. And I just don't see a big bull run happening. And on the short term for Dogecoin, I don't see a huge sustained pump yet. I don't see it yet. So I'm being patient. And someone had posted a response to the video saying I was waiting for like 4-cent Doge. It's not going to go down that low. I think Musty is probably still waiting wherever he is. He's probably still waiting for his 4.5-cent Doge. But if it dipped below 8 cents, I'd probably be buying again. But I'm going to be patient here. Look, we were talking about this 824, 825 line as being support. But right now it looks like in the shorter term, this 8.5 cent line looks to be the more shorter term support here. So we'll see. I'm going to just see how it's going compared to the rest of the market. Ryan, you still have about 10,000 Doge in case. Always good to have a little Doge. Even if Doge went up to $1, I still wouldn't sell it all. I'd sell a lot, but I wouldn't sell it all. I'm always going to have Doge. Always going to have some Doge. Sol, Matic. Yeah, Matic flipped Doge. But here's the thing that bugs me about CMC. CoinMarketCap we're talking about. CoinMarketCap has shown Dogecoin with the same amount of circulating supply, this 132 billion Doge, for at least 8 months now, 7-8 months. I haven't gone back to check every I haven't gone back to check where the last time it was that it updated that circulating supply, but they haven't changed it since at least May or June. But Doge is ever increasing as rewards are given out to miners. There's a lot more than 132 billion Dogecoin. And this 11.4 billion is just 132.6 billion times 8.6 cents. Gives you that 11.4. Or Matic at 12.4, that 8.7 billion Matic there. I wanted to take a look at CoinGecko. So they're showing 8.7 Matic. And yeah, they've got 9 on, they've got 9 on CoinGecko. So they've got more Matic. But you go back and you look at Doge, and they're showing 138 billion Doge on CoinGecko. And that has been changing. So I don't think CoinMarketCap is up to speed on how many Doge there are. I think their market cap should be higher for Dogecoin. Now, is it as high as 12.4? I don't think so, but it's higher than 11.4. So I think they're off by a little bit, because if I just do a quick calculation of 138 times 0.086, that would get it to 11.8. Yeah, so it would be about 400 million higher, 450 million, about 11.89 is about where that should be if that circulating supply was as much as what CoinGecko says at 138 billion. I know it's not 132, but that's just my little pet peeve. Yeah, Matic has flipped Doge. Matic's been on a great run, up 14% over the past 7 days. Doge is up 5%, but 5% that's pretty good. Not as much as others, but it's pretty good. It's better than Polkadot at 3.7. So yeah, SHIB 4.2. So Doge is fine. That's why we talk about diversifying and having a bunch of different coins like Bull Run has, because he owns everything. He's got a little bit of everything. So when a coin takes off, you're like, yeah, I got some of that, right? I've got some of that. So yeah. Hey, 123. How are you? Welcome. Oh, you've got $10,000 in Doge. Okay. Well, that's more than 10,000 Doge. That's a good chunk. I think you'll be glad you held on to that. It's going to be a little while, though. It's going to be a little while. Wonder if SHIB is going to flip Polkadot. I think it will. Looks like Litecoin has just passed SHIB. So that's kind of interesting. Litecoin. Let's all buy Litecoin, guys. Let's get to Litecoin. Hey, Litecoin has its halving coming up in August, they're estimating, is when Litecoin's going to do its halving. Proof of work. cryptocurrency. And you can merge mine Litecoin with Dogecoin. So Litecoin, it's one of the OG cryptos now, been around. And I don't think you can go wrong with Litecoin, but I think Litecoin is just going to continue to trade with the rest of the crypto market for the most part. But I don't think you can go wrong with Litecoin. It's going to follow the market for the most part. The halving coming up in August, we don't know what that's going to mean, because that's something a little different than the rest of the market when it does its halving. So we'll be watching that. I do not own any DOT. I don't have Polkadot. I own Kusama, because I think Kusama, which is kind of the test net for Polkadot, I think Kusama is going to go on a big run. So I own some Kusama, but not Polkadot. I don't know if Polkadot's going to stay in the top 12. So when SHIB goes on its run, it's going to get up at least to 12, and we'll see where Solana is at the time, whether Solana ends up making a run or not. There was a point in time, I think it was last year, or maybe about a year and a half ago, when SHIB had actually passed Dogecoin. I don't remember when that was. I think it was the fall of 2021. SHIB had actually passed Doge, if I remember, in market cap. So we know SHIB has that potential. We know there's huge whales behind SHIB. I know SHIB is the Dogecoin killer, but if you want to make money, so I bought some SHIB, and I'm like, I'm going to have some. So if SHIB goes on this big run, I've got some SHIB in my portfolio. Hey, Ryan, I have a feeling Elon Musk is going to start to be more involved in crypto again. He knows that the sentiment is getting better, the overall market. Yeah, I think so. And Jason's saying if Doge integrates into Twitter, mic drop. Yeah, but he's already said that once he gets this payments on Twitter going, he's going to start with fiat, but design it so he could add crypto later. That's why I think it's going to be a little while. And then this Doge 1 project with SpaceX is sounding like it might be August now. It's not March, like some people are saying, not happening. But there's this other rocket that's supposed to take a literal Dogecoin to the literal moon. That's not the Doge 1 project. It's something. It's all kind of fishy. It's just not really clear. So I'm just waiting for Elon to tweet it out. When Elon tweets it out, then we'll know. But then you'll already have to have some. So buy the dips, accumulate. Not financial advice. I don't give that, but I do tell you what I'm doing. And I'm kind of waiting right now. I'm not buying Doge right here at 8.6. Long term, if you buy Doge at 8.6, you probably do okay. But I'm a trader, and I like to get the best price. And I still think we're going to see a dip down here back into the lower eights. That's just how I feel right now. Again, I was looking at 7.9 back here. As sort of this buying opportunity, just as Doge was like bouncing off this 8-cent line, but there were these little tails, right? The little wicks that were coming down below. So that might be the dip that I'm waiting for. And if it doesn't hit it, I mean, I got a lot of Dogecoin, so that's just me. I'm doing okay. I need Doge. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's all in fun, bull run, but it's all in fun making money. And whether it's 6 months from now or 12 months from now, at some point in time, we're going to be like, yep, we called it. Accumulate in the bear market, because that's how you profit. You can make some profits in a bull market, but you can make a lot of profits investing in a bear market. And I think we're still in a bear market. I don't think we're out of the bull market. Now there's a bit, you could call it sideways from here, maybe. But You just pick a coin, right? Even Bitcoin. And you just hit the weekly, you zoom out and you're like, yeah, 69,000. So that's a 3x from here. If you buy Bitcoin after it already starts its run and it's up at 44, 48,000, yeah, you can make a little bit. But if you really think Bitcoin's going to be back up here, then you buy down here. So and that's what I did with Algorand. Algorand was up here at $2. And when it was down here at 17 and 16 cents, I'm just like, that's a 10x from 17 cents to $1.70. And it hit that a number of times. And it was a span from September to December in 2021. It was trading above $1.70. That isn't just a single spike. That's consistent trading there. And that's a 10x from here. So, well, a 10x from when I bought it, right? The beginning of January, end of December, beginning of January. And where was Bitcoin then? Bitcoin at that time was sitting at about 17,000. So 10x would be $170,000 of Bitcoin. Now, will Bitcoin get there? It might. But I think it's going to take a lot longer for Bitcoin to get to 170,000 than it is for Algorand to get to $1.70. So that's why I put money into Algorand. But that's just me. I'm just letting you guys know what I did. Doge is just going to hang out at 8.6 cents right now. So get those dips when you can. Yep, I did. Well, I was doing this Dogecoin live thing, and I was just doing the 24-hour live stream. But then I was coming on and talking to people and doing all that. And it was like people were asking, are you Kriss? And I'm like, yeah, I'm Kriss. So I'm back. Having fun. Still having fun. But I needed to take a little break. Break's done. We are accumulating and we're preparing for the next bull run in crypto. Is it guaranteed to happen? No. But you look at history, you look at the 4-year cycles, and you're like, it is going to happen. Do you think Elon is delaying the Doge 1 Falcon launch because he actually wants to skip the moon and put a Doge on Mars? No, the Mars, no, I think that's too far away. I think he really wants to do the Doge thing, and I think it's going to be later this year. And it's not going to be tied to the Mars stuff. So that's my opinion of it. We'll see what happens. Elon's really busy right now. The whole Twitter thing is like consuming him, and he's having fun with it, but it's a lot of hard work, and he's trying to make a difference and do something that is, to me, it's quite admirable, making Twitter into this, place for, the people's journalism, where Twitter is where you go to find out what's going on in the news, because what you hear from mainstream media on TV isn't the straight news, right? You're either going to get the angle from the left or the angle from the right. And it's never the same. So, can the self-proclaimed journalists of Twitter make mistakes? Yeah. You got to be careful with that. But if you follow the right people, and you'll be getting the right information. I mean, they've been talking on Twitter about this train, wreck in Ohio for a week and a half, and it's just now being carried on mainstream media after it's supposedly all cleaned up, and the EPA is there now doing the testing and they're pretty much saying everything is okay, but all of the rivers and creeks have dead fish in them. People's, chickens are dead. And a lot of the people are having a hard time breathing and all that. And this was stuff that was been talked about like 10 days ago on Twitter, but mainstream media wasn't covering it. Yeah. Thank you. It's good to be back. Good to be back. If I can at least 10x some of my crypto, I'll be rich. Me too. Especially Algorand. Especially Algo. Because I put a lot into that. So Twitter right now is still Dogecoin Live. It's still the older one, and I haven't rebranded it yet because I'm kind of waiting right now. I've got this other Twitter account that I'm still trying to figure out. Right now, I'm really just using Twitter as a sort of as a news source. Not really active on it, but I'll let you guys know when it becomes active. And it'll come. But it'll be soon. Yeah, that train crash is going to be a big deal. It is. We're going to be hearing about the outfall of that for a long time. It's going to be one of those things that just unbelievable that it wasn't covered. I mean, especially the left is more concerned about Ukraine than it is, our own Americans in Ohio. Just amazing. And how much money is just being poured into Ukraine. And the paltry sum that this train company is offering the people of Palestine, Ohio, is ridiculous for what they're going through and the long-term effects that are going to be there. Just unbelievable. But you don't get that news from the mainstream media. It's all on Twitter. So, yeah. Sure, Twitter was all a buzz about aliens in space too, and there was a lot of, most of it was tongue in cheek. I don't think anyone really believed there were aliens flying around in these UFOs, but people are having a lot of fun with it. This is my full-time job. It's a lot of work, that's for sure, and I trying to pace myself here. But I have fun with these streams and do want to build up a good audience. And I think people really enjoy what I have to say, looking at the charts too and giving it to you straight. This isn't all fanboy Dogecoin to the moon stuff. You're not going to get that from me until it actually goes to the moon. But, just like my video earlier today, it's just like, Dogecoin up all the time? No, not really. And I don't see it right now. Because I'm looking at all the factors that's going on. And it's just now just isn't the time. But it is a time to accumulate. But again, we just went on this big run here. With Bitcoin going on this big run. So I don't buy up here. People are buying up here. People bought $25,000 Bitcoin today. And I think they'll be okay when Bitcoin finally does go on, a bull run. They'll be positive. But why buy $25,000 Bitcoin when you can buy $23,000 Bitcoin and save $2,000 a coin? Just saying. This was kind of expected. I think it came quicker than I thought. I didn't think it would drop that fast. I thought it would be a little bit slower with the retracement, but it happened fast this afternoon. I think surprised a lot of people. But Tesla was going down too. If you were watching Tesla stock, Tesla was going down. The news came out with this recall of Tesla cars, which is a joke because there is no recall. You don't take your car anywhere. It's all done with software. So their self-driving software was just updated through a push of new software. You don't take your car anywhere. But mainstream media says recall. Recall. So yeah, Tesla dumped a little bit in stock. Still up over $200 a share for Tesla. So, but yeah, there was I think everything was a little down, right? The Dow Jones was down, NASDAQ was down, S&P 500 was down, gold a little down, Apple was down percent. The VIX is going up. The VIX is over 20. So that's the volatility index. And that is, when that goes up, that's not good. It's up back over 20. So we'll be watching that. And then the other one is the DXY up over 104 going up. So that's typically bad for the markets. The markets are usually inverse to the DXY. So all of that, I look at all of that and I'm just like, God, this isn't pointing to a bull run for me, for stocks or crypto. There will be some stocks that will do well. And there will be some crypto that will probably buck the trend and do well, like Matic has been doing. Matic is one of them that's been on a good run. And others will go on run as well. The big one today, I mean, if you saw VeChain did that. But if you've got VThor tokens, and I didn't save the VThor, but VThor tokens, you're like, whoa, look at that. Big green candle in VThor. So that was pretty exciting. VThor went on a big run. And the VThor tokens is what I'm getting on Binance.us for staking my VeChain. They give out the VThor tokens, and VThor went on a big run today. And I've got a lot of VThor tokens because I've been holding VeChain for a couple of years. And somewhere along the way, I even bought some more VThor tokens because of the more volatility that VThor does than VeChain. And it showed it earlier today, big run up. So that's kind of a fun chart to look at, right? Again, that's why you diversify, right? And you get into some of these other projects and you see these kinds of things. And you're like, yeah, I've got that too. I've got that too. But look at its price, 0.0016. So we zoom out and we say, okay, well, there's that big run. VThor was up here at a penny. I think its high maybe came up to 2 cents. So, but you can get it at 0.0016 right now for VThor tokens. Need VThor to go to $1. A lot of people would be incredibly rich if VThor went to $1. How many VThor tokens are in circulation? I don't think I've ever looked at this. Now I'm curious. Is VThor? How many VThor tokens are in circulation? 59 billion. 59 billion. So if that went to $1 with 59 billion tokens, 59 billion on coin market cap right now, if everything stayed the same, would be just above BNB and below Tether is where VThor token would go. So it's not completely out of the question, DM. It isn't. It's not like Shiba going to $1 where it's like this multi-trillion dollar market cap. But VThor, that could do it. Oh, are you in Boston too? Welcome, so am I. Cool. Hey, Nostalgic, tried talking my dad into crypto. He doesn't believe in it. He has no idea I've invested. Okay, investing is one thing. Taking out loans, dude. Taking out loans for crypto. Be careful. Be careful. Go on to Twitter and follow this Coinfessions account. They do these yellow boxed tweets, which people send in to the guy who runs it. And you read some of these stories of people just using leverage or they lose out and they try to get things back and they take out loans and they just get crushed. Be careful, dude. It is cryptocurrency after all. We don't know what's going to happen with regulation and, all of this stuff. So be careful. We don't know. Oh, visiting for a few days? Well, welcome. Welcome to Boston. We've got great weather for the middle of February. Usually you come here in the middle of February and there's like a foot of snow on the ground and it's like 20 degrees. We got 60 degrees today. So picked a good time. All on Dogecoin. Wow. All right. Well, that's what the so-called like Dogecoin millionaire Glauber Cantasoto did. That was just over 2 years ago. He went all in on Dogecoin. And Dogecoin at that time was like 4.2 or 4.3 cents or something like that. And by May, he had, a couple $1 million worth of Dogecoin. And he just held it all. The price came crashing back down, didn't sell any. We learned though, right? Maybe next time Glauber takes a little profit. Especially if you've got $3 million worth. I mean, just sell a third of it, right? Take the $1 million, right? And let the other ride. At that time, Doge was crazy. We all thought Dogecoin was going to $1. And that's what Glauber was saying too. 60, 70 cents, not good enough. It's going to go to $1. That's what he was saying at the time. That's what all of us were saying. Dogecoin is going to go to $1. And I had a lot of Dogecoin, still do. I didn't have what Glauber had, but we just thought it was going to $1. Got shorted down. That was crazy times. We need Angela White back pumping Doge. I bought that Solana based on the same principle you bought your algo. Solana is at least a 10x in high rank coin. Yep. And it could. So if you bought Solana, so we'll watch VThor too. VThor is I actually have to put VThor on my list here. Just hold on just a sec. I get VThor on here. And I got to put it up right next to VeChain where it belongs. Here we go. Solana. So if you bought Solana at $10, right? $10, which you could have done right back here in December. Could have got $10 Solana. Solana goes to $100. There's your 10x. And it's already 2x'd up to 22. So yeah, $100. Yeah, it was there right around April. So just less than a year ago. So that gain is a 10x. Back to April here. Look at that. 1,000% gain. 1,000%. Solana could do that. And it goes on a bull run again. And it was even higher. It was up here at $170. I was just looking at Solana and I was just like with all of that outfall of FTX, I don't know. And Solana's blockchain every now and then slows down or it gets halted or stuff like that. It was just like, that's not good. Algorand doesn't have that problem. Now, Algorand doesn't have the marketing team that Solana has. It's a much slower growth coin, but the blockchain is solid. And I think it's just going to be slow and steady gain. So that's why I went in on Algorand. I'm up 50%. Not the same as 100% like I would have been if I bought Solana at that time. But I think longer term, I'm betting on Algo. But yeah, that's just me. That is just me. I know. May was crazy. May of 21. Crazy times. We were having fun, though. We were having a lot of fun. This is the rest of my Thai iced tea. I'm drinking here. Waiting for the next cycle. That's right. The next cycle is what we're waiting for. But overall, Dogecoin, like I showed a little earlier, Dogecoin long-term trading metrics are at a 75. That's very positive. For long-term trading, that means that their research shows that Doge, it's a coin. It's got its own blockchain. It's now, 9 years? 9 years is a long time in crypto right now. So yeah, or is it 10 years now? When did it start? 2013? Yeah. So that's pretty good. I think Dogecoin, you're gonna get this regulation coming out about these proof of stake, tokens, but Dogecoin is not proof of stake. Dogecoin is proof of work. Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin. I don't think they're going to be hurt by these regulations. Not securities. Dogecoin is not a security, just like Bitcoin isn't. So I feel good about them. I can't wait until we get the correction of this month-long pump. I'm about to take profit soon, buy back in on the retracement after BTC tops 26. If it can get to 26, we were looking a little earlier at this strong 25.2 support or resistance here. We showed this earlier in the stream, but here it is again, so you can see. So there's what it hit today, 25.250. We scroll back, and there we were in August. And this is after the Luna dump and the Celsius dump. Bitcoin trading its way up, came up to 25.250 and was rejected right there. Came down. And today, rejected. Same. That is strong resistance. Now, if we see a continuation of this bear market rally, and it's able to come up above to 25,500 and 26,000, then it's going to shoot up to 28. That's what I think will happen. We'll get another big run like we saw here, where it just pumps up, an extra $1,000, and it'll just go. That'll be the time to take your profit if you really think there's going to be a bigger retracement coming. So that's kind of what I see in the market going on. Now, Dogecoin, if it hadn't been for this big green run here at the end of October, when Elon bought Twitter, Dogecoin wouldn't be up here. Dogecoin would be lower, I think. This really saved Dogecoin from really crashing back down into the fours, like we probably would have seen with Dogecoin here in November or December. Dogecoin would have been in the fours again. But this big run held it up. Okay, gang, that's it for tonight. That's what we see. We're talking dips. We're going to see if we're going to have any more retracement coming down, see any more dips, see how things are on Friday trading from not only the for crypto, but how the stocks do tomorrow as well. There's no big economic news coming out. So we'll just see this afternoon, late afternoon, stocks were going down. We'll see how that continues tomorrow as well. And we'll see whether we see some juicy dips in the crypto world for people that are accumulating. You buy the dips, right? Again, not financial advice, but give the stream a like too. Certainly appreciate that. As on your way out, hit the like. I'm going to put the Dogecoin chart on for the 24-hour live stream. That'll be on in a few minutes. We'll just keep that going. You can leave a comment there in the chat and hit the like on that as well. Always appreciate the likes. And if you haven't already subscribed, do subscribe. And thanks to those that were with me before and just found me again and subscribed. Appreciate that as well. Everyone have a good night. Talk to you tomorrow. I'm not going to be on live stream tomorrow night on Friday night. We'll be back on Saturday night, but but I will put out a video tomorrow at some point in time. So we will see you then. So long.